buy it. We let somebody else work.
So what are you guys doing today? What's your project today on a holiday?
On a holiday.
Finished some orders actually,
as-
not some, a lot of orders.
But as we're gearing up for 3 trade shows and 3 art shows for the second half of the year,
Orders to fulfill in
we
Japan.
pretty much start right now creating all the artwork for the art shows, but we also had a trade show 2 months ago, so we're still fulfilling orders. We're pretty much preparing the second half of the year, right?
Yeah, fulfilling orders for Japan, which come in a lot. Also
distributor,
orders all over the
yeah.
United States. One of our reps back east, the museums is starting to open back up, so we have a lot of museum accounts. The product sells really, really well in everything from mom and pop brick and mortar stores to boutique stores, high-end gallery stores, hotel stores, you name it. There's something for everybody, you know.
So who generally likes your products? Like, where do your products hang? Who buys your stuff?
You know what? It's so
7
funny
to
because when
700 age-wise.
it's amazing. When we started, I actually thought it's more middle-aged, and I always call them like the hipster. It is literally 7 years old till 70. We had a girl coming to one show every year with her pocket money to buy another print, remember? We had a guy, I think a 10-year-old, spending his saved money to buy an original.
$800.
He wanted it so bad. We saw it, the dad bought it. The dad says, no, that's his money.
It's his piggy bank money.
So we get all kinds of people. It's really for everybody.
We had a
because we have so
gentleman-
many images.
We had
so
a gentleman
many
wear
ideas.
a Miss Piggy sock to church. He was 92 years old, and he shouted out about it on Instagram. He was so excited, and we get tagged all the time
Because it
with
means
stories from people buying our product or artwork and what it means to them. And
we
that's
can't
the
even come
incredible
up with
part.
the stories. We always said we should do a book. We had this one lady buying a mermaid. We're like, yeah, so she likes mermaids. Turns out that they both, like her mom and her in the booth, started crying looking at this image because they actually had a funeral for her husband who was a marine.
The day
and
before.
They put his ashes in the ocean or something. So,
And he loved mermaids.
and he
so,
liked mermaids.
yeah.
So there are stories we can't even come up
But
with.
people
So
take
we
the
hear
time
it,
to
yeah.
tell us or write to us about the stories as to why something
amazing.
moved them. And we never really anticipated so many things about this business as it grew, from its popularity to how people would take to the original artworks, but we certainly didn't anticipate from 7 to 700 years old how each individual product we create and the image that we put on it, how it would move people in some way and why they'd have to have it. Not just want it, but have to have it.
I mean,
think
it's a
that's
whole
incredible.
combination too. People like the recycling aspect of it, of course. People always like books. Then we do pop art, but also some vintage designs. And since we have so many, there's always something for everybody.
We have
That's
a book.
the key,
We have
I
another
think,
box
you know.
in the studio here because those books are sent to us from all over the United States. People are actively thinking about us. We have the crazy stories of how we've acquired some of these books even. So, you know, in between fulfilling orders and finishing originals and planning for 3 major art shows and other direct live shows and people that work with us for direct live shows across the United States, internationally in Japan, Canada, Mexico. We have to do inventory and put these books together and catalog them. Micha has so many other things that she does that I do not do with the business and vice versa. And so we, you know, we couldn't do it without each other. And
Yeah, we can't do it without each other.
Exactly, she's my piece of art. And yeah, and we started at a flower market in La Jolla, California 6 years ago, and we sold our first original for $18.
Like
That same original will go for up to $800 nowadays, and we just appreciate everybody from buyers to patrons who go to the buyer stores and buy our product and we hear from, to galleries, to the people that support us.
everybody who buys our art, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
All
And
the merchandise.
you're very lucky. You're very